Welcome to Empower Connect, a podcast of personal stories on forgiveness to encourage you to embrace lessons contributing to your growth in life to bring inner peace by self-acceptance and self-love. I am Carolyn McLean, your host. I'm a forgiveness life coach that helps women who have been hurt by their parents learn to forgive, to grow, so they can connect to God, themselves, and others. Today's topic, I would like to talk about relationship connection. I will be discussing why connection in a relationship is important, the benefits, and how it can help you. Connection in all our relationships is something we are made to or made for deep inside. To the core of our souls, we all have a longing for wholeness. The experience we want to feel in each relationship varies per person. It can range from a sense of belonging to feeling of being accepted. Maybe it's a hollow feeling of disconnection or loneliness, or perhaps it's a compulsive to smooth pain in an unhealthy way. Whatever the case, the desire for wholeness is the basis to connect with others. The importance of a relationship connection is the feeling of connection is a powerful and wonderful part of being human. Connectedness is when you value, care for, trust, respect, and feel close to others, and they do the same for you. We all want to feel connected in our relationships with God, in our marriages, with our parents, with our siblings, with our friends, and even in church, just to name a few. As a child, we need to feel safety, attachment to our parents who cares for us. To be honest, we need the same type of feeling as adults. We want the secure attachment feeling. The expectation on how the connection in a relationship should go depends on what type of relationship we are talking about. Our relationship connection expectation differs based on the relationship. You see, the expectation for our parents would be different from the expectation for our siblings. The expectation for our spouse would be different from our expectation for our children and our friends. The expectation for our church family will be different from the expectation of the pastors. The expectation for our co-workers will be different from the expectation that we even have on ourselves. Connection to others socially is important because it improves our mental and emotional well-being. We love to be around others that make us laugh, encourages us when we feel down, and when we need a shoulder to cry on. While everyone has emotional connection needs for love and belonging, the level of that need may vary from person to person. Some are perfectly content with feeling connected by and belonging to just a few close people, while others thrive on being loved and accepted by a wide variety of people. We are searching for a void to be filled. The truth is, that void is based on our relationship with God, and that is the foundation of all our relationship connection. In Colossians 1 verses 17, it tells us, He is before all things, and in all things hold together. In God, everything is held together. So we need to seek God's binding power in our thoughts and emotions when it comes to connecting to others. Some of the benefits from feeling connected to others are lowering level of anxiety and depression. There have been studies that people who feel connected also have higher self-esteem, get greater empathy for others, are more trusting and supportive, and at the same time, others are more open to trusting and supportive to them. There are 3 types of connection styles that we seek after. Number 1, feeling secure. We want our relationship to be secure, where you can trust that even when we talk about certain things, we feel safe that it will not be discussed with anyone else. Number 2, feeling valued. We want to feel like we are valued in a relationship instead of feeling useless. Number 3, we want to feel included. We also want that feeling of being included and not treated as an outcast or ignored in any of our relationships. In other words, we want someone to listen to us, help us break down barriers, check in on us, and consider how we feel and to be supportive. I had feelings of abandonment, and I thought that when people said that they loved me, that they would leave me. I put up walls and had no sense of feeling secure in any of my relationships. My self-esteem was down, so I did not think others valued me or even felt like I was ever part of anything. I needed to understand that my first connection had to be with God before I would be able to connect to anyone else. The relationships that we have with our parents creates a model for how our adult relationship should be, even when it comes to our relationship with God. If your parents was emotional, available, you develop a secure way of relating with others. You feel comfortable being close, and you can express what you need in a relationship. You feel secure in your relationships. If your parents was unpredictable, unavailable, you develop an anxious way of relating to others and often blamed yourself. To reestablish emotional connection, you may make demands in relationships. You are looking for a sense of value. If your parents neglected you, you developed the belief that you had to fend for yourself. You did not like giving emotional closeness, but you are looking for ways to feel included. Your parents set your standard for everything, ranging from what values you develop to what your interests are, especially what your relationship with others will look like. Annette has jumped from church to church. No matter where she goes, she just did not seem to fit in. When we go to church, we are looking for a place to belong. We're looking for a place that we can feel at home and loved. Annette is looking for a connection that makes her feel included. Barbara grew up without a dad, a fact that affected her a lot. Often she wondered what would it be like to have grown up with both parents. Barbara looked for value, connection in her life. She felt that since her father was not in her life or did not want to have a connection with her, she had a feeling of not belonging. Sue would like to meet new people, but she does not seem to have the necessary skills to do so. So she avoids people to keep from being embarrassed. Sue wants to feel secure connecting in her relationships. Everyone needs to feel loved and connected. Connection starts with love. God authored the concept of love. So how does relationship connection helps? Having a strong support system helps people overcome challenges more easily and maintain a state of mental well-being. The rewarding feeling of building connections and relationships far outweighs the initial fear you may feel when you put yourself out there. Relationship connections with others help us feel valued, secured, cared about, and respected. These feelings boost our self-esteem that gives us strength to face storms in life. If you can recognize your relationship connection style that you experience with others, you are more likely to turn to others for help when you are facing emotional storms. Or they can step in to support or help you when you are having difficulties. Being able to connect to others when you are struggling is a powerful coping connector. Human connection needs to be nurtured. Maintain your existing relationship with close family, friends, and team members. Regular contacts deepens your relationship connections with others and ensure you do not lose touch with those who you value the most. So feeling connected is the uttermost important in a relationship. True feelings of connected comes first to God, then to your family members, your friends, and others. God is the anchor in the relationship that allows us to connect with others so we can weather any storms and sail seamless on the calm water. Feeling connected makes us feel safe and secure, valued, and included. Thank you for tuning in today. I deeply appreciate it. I hope this podcast has been a blessing and encouragement to you. Please subscribe to this podcast. That way you will never miss an episode. Also, feel free to share with others. You can connect with me by visiting my website, www.carolyncoaching.com. And just remember this, you may get knocked down, but you are not out. Get up. This is not the end of your story. Just get up and turn the page to start a new chapter because your story is not over. Thank you and God bless.